What's up, guys? So we have a new event, a social media event to spread the word about the land minting in 6 days in Archeworld. And so I've actually got a problem with this event personally because I feel like it is significantly misleading the player base with the advertisement. So the event very simple, social media, do things, hashtag, promote the game, post like videos, etc., right? So what they want you to post is this right here. And this is where we have a problem, in my opinion. So play Arcworld for a month and earn twice the money on your investments. While that is true, you can double your money in a month. The steps that they tell you to take is not going to double your money in a month. This is just completely wrong. So it says rent a medium lot, approximately 200 BSLT for a month, build your house, putting a little time can make 3,000 Archeum each day. Yes, you can make 3,000 Archeum each day. Yes, the rent is approximately 2,000 BSLT, and by putting some time, you can make 3,000 Archeum. You have to log in twice a day, so every 12 hours you can produce Archeum, and you can do that, right? But to produce the Archeum, you need Archeum shards. This is where it gets problematic. In order to get the Archeum shards, you have to open a bunch of coin purses, farm rifts, or buy them off of the auction house, which is going to significantly cut into your profits if you're actually buying them off the auction house. If you are farming them yourself, it's not going to be a little bit of time, and it's also going to cut into your profits as well because you do have to spend labor, which you do not get for free, really. So next up, you take that Archeum that you got, 3,000 Archeum, and you sell it for 18 BSLT at the Blue Salt Brotherhood every single day. This is factually true. It does have a little bit of requirements. You do have to be gear score of 11,000 to do this. You can make more than 500 BSLT a month. I really do not like that tag right there, but factually, yeah, you potentially could make more than BSLT if you don't factor in all of the expenses that are required to do this. And it says at least 2x returns. The maximum amount of exchange per day can be extended, which is talking about the stronger your character, the more exchanges that you can do. And then next up, they say manage your land and grow crops with labor points from the house and generate additional revenue. Okay, well, this also is very misleading because if you are doing the Archeum and you're producing Archeum every single day off of your house, you're essentially spending almost all of the labor that you have on your house at the Archeum machines. So, little iffy there. We'll go into more details. But lastly, by investing 100 Archeum, you can get the chance to acquire up to 1 million Archeum with the Archeum Brazers. This is factually true. This is like a RNG slot machine type thing. You put down an Archeum Brazer and you can actually go ahead and earn up to 1 million Archeum. You do see the alerts in game when this actually happens, when people get big rewards. We go over here to general chat and we can see just recently someone has actually acquired, 10,000 Archeum, and that was from the Archeum Brazer right there. So congratulations to this guy. He actually got 10,000 Archeum out of these. These are the Archeum Brazers. And so most of the time they're going to end up failing. The times that they do succeed, they're going to look like this one over here. And that is going to have a chance to earn 1 million Archeum just by simply clicking on it and harvesting it. So you have those things. But let's talk upon how this actually works. So this is the medium house right here. This is what it looks like, and this is what you would need to earn all those potential rewards that they're talking about in the advert. So in order to figure out how much it's going to rent, you go over to vocation, you go to lot management, you can click on this tab right here, and it'll show you the price rent history for rents. So it tells you how much the system lots, which means the lots by XL Games, are currently renting for. So they're currently renting for 174 BSLT. Next month, they're going to go up to 188 as of right now. So this is the current price. So yes, that checks out. That around 200 BSLT, you can rent a plot. But unfortunately, on the Asian server, if you do notice, you'll notice that almost every single plot, pretty much every single plot is taken. And you finding a spot to actually rent is almost impossible. You could also find a spot for a player, but the player has the control of the rent price. So it won't be that 177. It could be 200. It could be 300. It could be a lot higher as well. So while factually is true that you could, in theory, rent a plot, it's most likely not going to happen because the plots are all taken up, because the plots are profitable. They are turning a profit. So let's just say that you got a plot, you rented it for 200 BSLT. Well, in order to put down the house, you actually need to invest more BSLT. You need to go over to the Blue Salt shop on the bottom right here, and you need to rent the house design. So it's 410 BSLT to rent the small house, which goes on the medium plot, and that's what we're looking at here. So again, you now have to invest 410 BSLT. You get all this BSLT back once you demolish the house or change the house or leave the game. So it's essentially like renting this, but they're not factoring that cost in at all. So you are, staking 410 BSLT, which at 25 cents, that's, a little bit over $100 right now. And it's just kind of locked up, and you can't touch it until you leave the game. So the price can go up or down. Prices do significantly, increase or decrease in cryptocurrency. So today it could be 25 cents. Tomorrow it could be 50 cents. The next day it could be 13 cents. Like the prices, they fluctuate a lot. So you have 200 for renting, and now it costs you 410 BSLT to, rent your house as well. That's a one-time fee that you do get back, though. The 200 is every month you have to rent that, and a month in Archeworld is 28 days. So there's some added fees. Next up, you have to build the house, which requires some materials, some farming materials. You got to do the trade packs. So if you don't know what those are, there's other videos you can check out how to build a house. But you have to put materials into the house and build the house. You first build it as a single-story house, and then you upgrade it further to a two-story house. You can see almost all these houses are 2 stories because that's where the profit is. You've got to upgrade it. So it's going to take about 5 days to get all the materials needed to upgrade the house as well, because you have to do house daily quest to get the house building materials to upgrade it. Once you upgrade it, now you can actually start producing the 3,000 Archeum that they're talking about. You have access to 3 Archeum machines that will cost you 5 gold each. And so you can put these guys down. You can then harvest Archeum every single day for, it takes 12 hours to process, and it takes 270 labor. You put down 500 Archeum, and then every 12 hours you can harvest it and can collect that for 500 pure Archeum. You need these shards that we talked about, these incomplete Archeum shards. These guys are not that cheap anymore. On the North America server, we don't know what the price is, but they also use this ad for, the Asian server as well. So we can take a look at the price here. If you are to buy these guys, it's 0.0021, and that means about, 3,000 of these will cost about 7 BSLT, give or take, if you buy them off the auction house, which then that reduces your profit down to 11 BSLT. So you can still profit off of the Archeum machines, but you then also are spending labor as well. So there's a lot more factors involved. If you knock down just the profit just to the 11 BSLT, that means you end up making 28 times 11, which comes out to very close to 300 BSLT every single month. But you have to factor in your rent cost. And your rent was 200 BSLT, we said. So that means your profit for the month is only 100 BSLT. Then they said you need to use your labor to actually farm. Well, by doing the Archeum machines, it costs 450 per machine per day. So that is a total of roughly 1650. So the bed here produces around 2,000 labor. That means you're left over with about 350 labor points, which is enough to do some farming activities, and that could raise up your profits a little bit, but the farming activities are not that profitable, so your profits might go up, say, 50 BSLT, which means in all, your total profit would be about 150 BSLT if you don't factor in the cost to rent the house design. And that is spending at least twice a day in the game, logging in and collecting your machines. So you're invested a total amount of 200 and then 410, 610, and you're going to get back profit about 150, give or take a little bit of RNG. So it's not double your money every single month. This is where I have a problem with this. Make sure that you check this stuff out, though. It is profitable, but it will not double your money, because double your money is insane. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.